many guys like my loaf? Oh, it's nice. It's like all the flavors collide and explode in your mouth, giving a distinctive burnt tire taste.
Dude, I love what you did with the onions. And it was great to taste them again.
I would say we were gonna get bit by a snake packers.
Ah, this is the life. Got my castle, got my boob tube, got my shows, my popcorn, my caffeine-free Sprite. Everything I want right here in my cozy little castle. Oh shit, here she comes.
Babe, it's been 2 months. We really need to put out a new episode.
Yeah, I've been busy working out and, fighting crime.
Bullshit, you've been laying here watching World of Gumball for 2 months.
It's a great show, so maybe you should watch it with me.
It's so lame. The little blue guy's just bouncing around. Do.
Yeah, that's what he does. Nice grandma explanation.
Babe, we're gonna get in trouble with Dr. Craven.
We haven't even seen him. So, what's he gonna do? Show up?
We are staying in his house and we're not upholding our side of the bargain.
I like to call it my castle. Thank you.
Okay, castle or not, we're still gonna get in trouble because we have a binding legal contract to put out these episodes.
Well, you know what? If he wants to do something about it, let him show up. And until then, I'm gonna watch my programs.
Are you gonna get off that couch and do this with me today? Or, within the next year? Or what?
I'll tell you what. How about you leave me alone, and I'll think about it.
What the fuck ever. I'm going for a walk.
About time. Some real peace and quiet. Was that too harsh? Did I go over a line? No, I did the right thing. No one disrespects the gumball like that. Nobody.
Actually, to be honest, my clown was always scary.
Oh shit, here she comes again.
I found this on the door.
Was it a knob?
No, you idiot. It was a letter from Dr. Craven.
Who?
The guy that leased this castle to us.
Oh, that guy. Mr. I don't like to show my face. Mr. I'm probably VJ.
Do you want to hear what Dr. Craven said or not?
Read thy note to me.
Tenants, it has come to my attention that you aren't holding up your end of the bargain. You haven't put out any more episodes of the podcast as promised. If you do not upload a new episode within 2 days' time, I will have Mary's head, as per the fine print in our leasing contract. I look forward to listening to what you put out next. Best regards, Dr. Craven.
So, can I get back to my show now?
No, now.
But he said we had 2 days.
It's dated as yesterday.
Well, how long does that give us?
Do you even maths?
Fine. I guess we'll do another episode.
Thank you. I would like to keep my head.
What you're about to listen to may be too extreme, too graphic, too disturbing for some viewers, like the kids, the elderly, the mute, the deaf, the blind, and puppies. If you are one of the following, viewer discretion is advised. Hello, I am your host of this awesome podcast. My name is Captain Cool, and I am with my co-host, the Princess of Cornbread, Mary.
Hi. I hate you.
We don't need to start off with. We need to start off positive. This is a very special episode.
But why can't you come up with a better nickname?
Listen, none of my co-hosts like their nicknames. It's something you're just going to get used to. And for our first segment today, it's a news segment. And it's one I like to call Trick or Treats. Each edition of this segment, we will be trying out a candy. You know, trick or treat, candy, Halloween, scary movies, podcasting. They all go hand in hand. So, what do you think about this new segment?
I mean, I like it. I like candy. Although, the one you have planned for today, I don't know if I'm going to like.
Okay, great. love the attitude. Alright, so, first up, on the first edition of Trick or Treats, we're going to tackle Almond Joys. Great. Alright, a little thing about...
I hate coconut.
Little thing about Almond Joys, they're manufactured by Hershey, juggernaut of the candy business. I'm trying to think of other big titans of stuff. The Thanos of the candy corporation, the Zeus of the candy world. Hershey is a Scooby-Doo of the candy world. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they made this candy here called Almond Joys. Alright?
The thing is, they fucked up when they put coconut in it.
Yeah, it does have a coconut base and there's some almonds inside. And it's also covered in milk chocolate.
Well, see, I'm fine with the almonds and the chocolate. I love their chocolate almond bars. But coconut is not my shit. I don't like it.
And Almond Joys, little fact, it came out in 1946.
So right after World War II?
Yeah. Does that do anything for you? Is that going to make it taste a little bit better?
No.
Well, it could surprise you. It could be your new favorite candy.
I doubt it.
Let's dig into this motherfucker.
Oh, God. I'm not looking forward to this. Look, it even looks nasty.
If it makes you feel better, it tastes nasty, too.
So you don't like it
No,
either.
fuck no, I hate coconut.
Well, why are we trying this one?
Well, we gotta, even though if I don't think I'm gonna like it, we gotta try it.
Ugh.
Right?
Ugh. You know what tasted better than this? That Everclear we had that one time.
I just knew you were gonna say it was fucking Everclear. I almost said it. I'm gonna try to eat the whole thing.
Ugh.
I'm gonna be a champion. This is Trick or Treats. This ain't time for bitches. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch. Oh.
God, you're nasty as fuck. You know, your dad said that these were his favorite. I asked him about it earlier. He's like, these are my favorite. I was like, ew. There's so many better choices.
Yeah. Got any little dog shit wrapped in a candy wrapper might be better.
I will say it gets a little better as you continue eating it, but it's still not great. I need a drink.
Alright. So is it a trick or a treat?
What was a trick?
That was a trick? I'm giving it a trick as well.
Ugh.
It was not up Captain Cool's alley, I tell you what. Hopefully next week we'll have a treat for us.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Our next segment. This is what I like to call horror news.
Woohoo! What are we talking about today, Captain Cool?
Alright. So first off, It 2 is set to release September of 2019, and it takes place in the year 2016 in the movie. You excited for this?
Yes. I really like the first one of the remake. I like the original one too, but
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to the sequel because it was really good.
It was really, really good, and I can't wait to see it. And it's going to be off the chain. Alright. Also, there's going to be a Pet Sematary remake, which is going to come out 2019 on April 5th. It's also going to have John Lithgow in it.
Who's that?
He played Lord Farquaad on Shrek.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah, he's an awesome actor.
Yeah. Have you seen the original Pet Sematary?
No.
It's so good.
I probably should.
Yeah. Especially with you being on this podcast all about horror.
Yeah.
It's a classic, so...
Really going to have to step up my game, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, and our final news part, a new Spawn movie is set to release with Jamie Foxx and Jeremy Renner. He played Hawkeye in the Avengers. They're going to be the main stars. I'm imagining Jamie Foxx is going to play Spawn.
Okay.
That's going to be bad as fuck. Do you know what Spawn is? You have no idea what Spawn is.
No.
Why?
You don't know what Pet Sematary is.
I know what it is. I know of its existence.
Okay, enlighten me. What is it?
Okay, so Spawn's like a horror comic book character. He's kind of like, think of Danny Phantom, but 100,000 times more badass.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Danny Phantom, so...
Yeah, like just think of that, but Super Saiyan form. And he kills a lot.
Okay.
It's Spawn is the shit. It's awesome. He is one of the coolest, comic book characters ever, and I can't wait. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna watch Pet Sematary. You're gonna watch Spawn.
Okay.
They got a movie out, and they got a animated series.
Okay. We'll go see them both together.
All right. And that's gonna do it for this week on horror news.
You mean we're not going to talk about the new Halloween movie that comes out on Friday?
Well, everybody knows about it. It's not news. That's like horror common talk. Horror
It's exciting.
common knowledge.
It's exciting, though.
It is now time for dark biographies. So, who we got today?
So today we have Johann Conrad Dippel.
Is it 3 people or 1 people?
That's his one person.
1 person with like 3 first names?
Well, Dippel's his last name.
Well, what's the whole name?
Johann Conrad Dippel.
Just sounds like 3 buddies.
Well, to be fair, I have like 4 names in my name, so.
I know, but they're all first names. All right. Well, let's hear about this guy.
3 of mine are first names.
Okay, great.
Moving on. Okay. So Johann Conrad Dippel was born August 10th, 1673, and he died April 25th, 1734. He was 61 at death. Okay, so he was born at Castle Frankenstein in...
Holy shit, he was born there?
Yeah. In Geneva.
Now, was Castle Frankenstein, was that a house? Was it a hospital?
It was a castle.
Was it a castle hospital? Was it a house castle?
It was a house castle.
Okay.
Like, his family was living there.
Oh.
So Castle Frankenstein is half a kilometer south of Darmstadt. Random fact.
Sounds like a Skyrim town.
Kind of, yeah. The castle was built in 1250. Dipple studied theology, philosophy, and alchemy at the University of Gießen. Nowadays it's called Justus Liebig Universität Gießen.
Let's go with that first name.
It is German, so...
I gathered the German. It's all German right there.
Okay. He obtained his master's degree in theology in 1693 at the tender age of 20. After university, Dipple left Gießen for Wittenberg and Strasbourg. He went back and forth. There he preached, practiced palmistry, and spread his philosophies. He was a Lutheran. I have a little side note here about Lutherans. In those days, Lutheran was split into Orthodoxists and Pietists, and he flipped back and forth between the two because he couldn't make up his mind.
He's one of those, huh?
Yeah. Around 1700, Dipple commenced serious study of Hermeticism, which is a religious, philosophical, and esoteric tradition based on the writings of Hermes Trismegistus. I believe that's how you pronounce that. These studies were occult in nature and encompassed alchemy, astrology, and theosophy.
All right.
His conversion from theology to alchemy was set in motion by an unnamed pastor in Gießen, who gave him 2 books on alchemy, one being Experimenta by Raymond Lully and Velamin Apertum by Wilhelm Polster.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy.
He decided that his first experiment that he was going to do was to make gold, and he was so certain that he would be successful that he bought a small estate entirely on credit for more seclusion for his experiments.
Okay. I tell you, it didn't go the well he thought it would, huh?
No. After about 8 months in the estate, he was forced to go into hiding because of pressure from his creditors. He had no money to pay them because of all of his experiments failed.
Was he trying to create gold?
Yeah. There's an experiment in alchemy. I think I covered it in here somewhere. In old alchemical books, they have this thing where they transform things into gold, and you can get rich or something. I don't know. It's basically like some Rumpelstiltskin spinning straw into gold shit.
Okay.
In 1704, he moved to Berlin to continue his alchemical career with the company of J.G. Rosenbach. He set up a new lab for making gold, and here he lived until 1707, when he left for Holland and began studying medicine at Leiden, graduating in 1711. After graduating, he bought a house outside Amsterdam and began practicing medicine. He became interested in an oil obtained by destructive distillation of animal parts.
Okay.
A large part of his MD thesis, and this is in Latin, so forgive me, Vitae Animalis Morbis et Medicina Sui Vindicata Origini.
You are forgiven.
which was published in 1711, was devoted to proving that the oil he had found was a universal medicine. Several of his peers in the field agreed. One, Pierre Macquer, said that the animal oil helped with all manner of ills such as epilepsy, fevers, nerve pain, the common cold, and when rubbed externally on the back, helped with back problems.
Yeah, that one guy had all those problems?
I think he was helping him with his experiments on people.
Oh, okay. I thought, like, damn, he got a lot of fucking problems.
However, towards the 18th century, all these claims were disreputed. Like, they weren't legit anymore. Also, in his experiments with the oil, he discovered the famous color Prussian blue.
The famous color?
Yeah, it's like an actual, everyone knows that color kind of thing.
Prussian
blue.
I've never seen Prussian blue.
It's like a deep blue color. It's a really popular color.
So he's the first person to ever see deep blue.
Well, not deep blue, but like this specific shade of blue.
The fuck, how can you say you invented that?
Because it came from this oil.
I invented orange. The color.
I'm pretty sure it was because like all of his different little potions and mixtures and shit came up with this color.
Well, at least I guess since all that time he wasted trying to make gold, he gotta come up with something.
In 1719, he was imprisoned for heresy on the Danish island of Bornholm after a long...
What?
What?
What was it called?
Bornholm.
Bornhole?
Bornholm. Bornholm.
It sounds nothing like it's spelled. Alright, go ahead.
He was imprisoned for heresy on the Danish island of Bornholm after a long series of political escapades. He was released in 1726 at the request of the Queen of Denmark.
Political escapades sound a lot funner than what it really is.
I know, right? After his release from prison in 1727, he went to Stockholm as the physician to the Swedish court. However, he wasn't there long before he started to really descend into madness. The remainder of his life was spent in Sweden and northern Germany in relative obscurity. He avidly dissected animals and made claims of making potions for exorcisms and did experiments on cadavers, claiming that it was possible to transfer the soul from one cadaver to another via a funnel.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Rumors circulated about him that he had sold his soul to the devil in exchange for secret knowledge. He didn't try to dispel the rumors, but instead relied on his reputation as a dark sorcerer to enable him to get people willing to pay for his knowledge of the Philosopher's Stone and the Elixir of Life.
Oh, okay.
He was provided with a laboratory by the Duke of Wittgenstein Gutzo as he was his guest at his house and stuff, you know. His last and most ridiculous, in my personal opinion, claim was that he would live until 1808, 135 years old.
Yeah.
He died a few short months later of a stroke and was found dead in his bed on April 25th, 1734. In his life, he wrote over 70 books.
Damn!
Under the alias Christianus Democritus, most of which are preserved to this day, spread over the schools that he had went to and the places that he lived. Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley.
Oh, is that...
Mary Shelley.
Oh.
Yeah.
That middle name threw me off.
It's her maiden name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's a dash here. Mary Shelley comes in much later, visiting Geneva in the year of 1816 for a summer vacation with her family. It was then that she heard stories of the notorious Johann Dippel. She became friends with some members of a literary circle that actually held their meetings in Castle Frankenstein, and Johann Dippel was often a topic of conversation. Hearing his story caused her to have vivid dreams, which were her inspiration for the novel Frankenstein.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Alright. That's really interesting. What was his name?
Johann Conrad Dippel.
Johann and Conrad and Buddy Dimple.
Dippel.
Dipple.
Just Dippel. No Buddy.
Oh, I know. I thought they were all buddies. They all were one person.
No, Dippel's his last name.
Okay. Alright, well that was fun. It's now time to do one of my favorite segments. Horror on the small screen. As you remember last time, I say it's where we do one episode of a particular show or that's either horror related or do a regular show that has a special Halloween style episode. But instead of one episode, we're throwing 3 whole seasons this episode. So yeah, it's kind of fucked the rules on that one. Alright, now we're doing the first 3 seasons of a little show called Dexter. Maybe you've heard of it. It's a little awesome show on Showtime, and we're about to dig right into this bad boy.
With a spoon.
What? Sure. Sure. That's what that needed. Alright, let's start season at a time. Let's start with season 1. Let's go over every detail of it and what we thought of it. How's that sound?
Okay, that's good.
Season 1, what you like?
And what did I like?
Yeah.
I liked Dexter's killing ritual a lot. Where he's like tapes them down with that cling wrap and then like cuts their cheek and puts it on a microscope slide and puts it in the box and then he slits their throat. I don't know, for some reason it's just like really interesting because he always does it the exact same way.
Now for those who don't know, this is the first time you've seen this show.
Yeah.
I've already seen the whole series. I've seen season 1 probably 5 times.
Yeah.
But I love going back and watching it. So
yeah, it is really good.
Yeah, it's really good. Michael C. Hall, guy who plays Dexter, awesome actor. Loved him. I also love the way he does his ritual stuff. I love his inner dialogue.
Yes. Yeah, that's really interesting, the way he like talks to himself. He talks to us, breaking the fourth wall kind of thing.
Well, it's not. It's really him talking to himself.
But he's kind of explaining things.
Not in a fourth wall break way.
Are you sure? Because it feels like that sometimes.
No. Maybe that first episode he goes a little too much explanation for inner dialogue. Unless he just woke up from amnesia and he's trying to like explain who everybody is to himself again. But I think it's not to the point of fourth wall breaking.
Okay.
Maybe a little peephole. Like a little too much explanation, but that's fine. I mean, it helps build characters and.
Yeah.
All right, so what'd you think of Deb?
I really like Deb.
Deborah Morgan, his stepsister.
Yeah.
You like her?
Yeah. I feel really bad for her because she keeps getting these like relationships that don't work out, and I just want her to be happy, you know, because I just really like her. Also, that actress, if you don't know, she played Emily Rose from The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Have you seen that?
I have not. She's also in another scary movie that was horrible.
Oh.
It's called Quarantine.
I haven't seen that one.
She's also in White Chicks.
Yeah, I knew that. She was one of the...
White girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
You gotta see Exorcism of Emily Rose.
we'll watch it. Okay, what'd you think of Angel Batista?
Batista was the Mexican guy.
Yeah, with the hat.
Yeah, I really like him too.
He's an awesome actor. He's been in some bunch of others. I mean, he was in the first Expendables movie.
I didn't know that. I don't think I've seen that.
What?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Expendables.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, what'd you like about him?
He was just like really friendly, and he was really nice.
I like he's an honest cop.
Yeah, I liked his character, his inner character. You know what I mean? His integrity. I like that a lot.
I do too. That's, and I don't know. Everybody has like their own different ways, and I liked, everybody's different personalities. Like Masuka is a pervert with the opposite problem.
Yeah.
Did you like Masuka?
Yeah, he got kind of corny sometimes, but I still liked him. He was pretty funny. The thing with Angel, though, like, they made him so real, like when his divorce came into the subject, and like he just wants to be with his wife and his kids and his kid, I don't know, he just felt so genuine as a character. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What'd you think of McGuirta?
I hate that bitch.
You hate that bitch?
I don't like her. I don't know why, but like her and Dokes, I just don't like them.
You don't like Dokes?
No, I fucking hate Dokes.
Dokes? I like Dokes because Dokes can sense Dexter's bullshit. And I think I like how he's the only one who can. Like, I'm watching you, motherfucker. Like, keeps Dexter on his toes.
I don't know, like, he was just a douchebag about it, though.
Alright. So, let's get to the big one. What'd you think of the ice truck killer?
I really liked him, too.
Yeah. I just love the mystery. I think this is, like, one of the only seasons where, like, the killer's a big mystery.
Yeah.
I love that about this season. Like, who is it?
Yeah.
I don't think the other ones have like a big mystery like this.
I'd like to point out the first time he came on screen, I called it, and you were like, "No, you're the worst detective ever." And I was like, "Bullshit! This guy's gonna turn out to be the killer, and then I'm gonna laugh in your fucking face."
Well, I've seen it, and I was trying to throw you off his tracks. I was trying to help him out.
It was like so obvious.
What was obvious about it for you?
Like, he comes into the hospital room where where the victim is, and he's like obsessing over, like, "I'm an amputee doctor, I'm gonna give you some limbs," and like, it's just the...
I don't think he said it like that. "I'ma give you some limbs."
I know he didn't say it like that, but I could tell that's what he was doing internally.
Okay.
I don't know, there was just something about him right off the bat. I was like, there's something wrong with this guy. And I knew it, and you were like, no.
Well, don't get too cocky, alright? You got that one right.
Okay.
But as a character, did you like him?
Yes. Yeah, he was really mysterious and weird.
Yeah. And, did you suspect it to be Dexter's brother?
No, that one I had no idea.
Yeah, what'd you think of Dexter's backstory, though? We're gonna go with full spoiler mode here.
I really liked his backstory. I thought it was really interesting.
Yeah.
And also really sad. Like, really sad.
I know, it was pretty sad. And, do you like Henry? His, stepdad?
For the most part?
Yeah.
But then, like, when it got to the part where he was, like, cheating on his wife with his, informants, it was like...
He kind of lost respect for him.
Yeah, I was like, what a piece of shit.
I think it was showing him, like, at first he looked like, he was perfect, he was... I think at first it was... I think they were like, well, if he's all this perfect, he's so perfect for Dexter. I think they're giving him more character, like he had flaws, and these were his flaws,
Yeah. I don't know, it made me feel so bad for Dexter that he had to find out that his stepdad was basically the reason his mother got killed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It was just really sad.
Yeah. I thought this was just a perfect season. Like, this is...
Yeah.
I think of the whole series, this is either my first or second favorite season. Like, it's tied with another one.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, season 1 was, like, really good. I really enjoyed it. The other two that we've seen were pretty good, too. But number 1 was just like...
Yeah.
Bam!
Alright, let's just jump on over to season 2. Ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so, let me tell you something. You got to binge watch it, right?
Yeah.
Your boy over here was watching these as they aired, so I had to wait a week between each episodes, and that might not seem like a lot, but season 2 was intense for me because, like, at the end of like each episode, it made it feel like Dexter was gonna get caught. And then, like, I would go to my room after watching Dexter, and, like, I had to go to school. I was, like, either middle school or high school. And, like, the whole night, I was like, he's gonna get busted! I was like, how is he gonna get out? Like, I was freaking out. Like, there's no way he's getting out of this. And, like, every week something would happen. And I'm like, oh my, it was so intense watching it week to week to week. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, it was quite intense. Even binge watching, I couldn't imagine waiting a week for the next episode.
Yeah. And,
that's like waiting a week for Walking Dead. Like, it's crazy.
Oh, I watched the Walking Dead episode 1, season 1 live. So yeah. I've been there since day 1.
Yeah.
Alright, I love that they had a bowling team. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Was it Bowling for Blood or
it was something like
blood?
That. Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool. They all have like a little buddy thing going on after work.
And Dexter's secretly like, I hate all of you.
What?
This is a cover.
He don't hate them. I think he really does care for them. Like, not in a love way, but like as in, he does care. Like, in this season, in particular, he gets pissed when that one girl's trying to frame Angel. He gets pissed. Like, Lila. He goes,
yeah.
He's a good guy, and he's getting pissed about it. He goes, that's my friend. Like, even though he's a sociopath, he still has connections to these people, and I really like that. And it really showed it this season, especially.
Yeah.
And so, what'd you think of this season?
It was decent.
It was decent?
Well, it was pretty good. It wasn't up to par with the first one, I didn't feel like.
Yeah. I thought the Lila stuff was okay, but I really liked the Dokes and the Bay Harbor Butcher Hunt. That I thought was awesome.
Yeah.
The Lila stuff was just like, oh, okay, this is cool too, I guess. She was hot though. She had some awesome tits. Like, you get to see them one episode. I was like, damn.
Oh, no comment.
That was like the highlight of her segment on that show. That was like my highlight for her.
So. God. Oh, Lila's tits. Okay.
What did you think of Agent Lundy?
Lundy was the older guy, right?
Yeah.
The one that Deb started dating?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was okay.
I think there's another one where you're like, oh, I bet they're gonna bone.
Yeah. I was like, I know this from day one. Deb's going after that old dick.
Was it something in her eyes that like gave it away?
Yeah, it was like the way she was acting around him.
I love how Dokes in this season was like a wolf after Dexter.
Really? Because I hated that. I was like, I even have it in my notes here. Dokes really becomes a jerk in season 2.
He's not a jerk, he's a cop.
I don't know. I was happy when they got rid of him.
When he dies in
When
this
he
season.
exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were happy?
Well, I didn't like the way he died. I was just glad that he was out of the picture.
Why?
I don't like his character.
He's a great character. I hated that he died. I really, really liked him. And
I was ecstatic when Paul died, and I was ecstatic when Lila died.
we haven't even talked about Rita. What do you think of Rita?
I really like Rita.
You like Rita?
Yeah, because she feels like... Sorry. Like, I feel like if I knew her in real life, we'd be like friends. Because she's like super nice,
Yeah.
And I'll understand
She also
her.
worked at a hotel like you.
Oh, yeah.
You could bond over that.
Yeah. We could work together one day.
What'd you think of Aster and Cody? Yeah.
They're kind of like background characters for me. I mean, they're okay as the kids of the girlfriend.
So one thing I didn't like about this season was like the fact that.
Sorry.
One thing I didn't like about the season was the fact that he admitted that he had a heroin problem. I'm like, really, you could have came up with a much better lie.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he said he was an addict. He didn't really say. He's like, yes, I have an addiction. He didn't say what it was. She just assumed it was heroin.
yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
And which I didn't really blame him, like, knocking Paul the fuck out, putting a needle in his arm.
Yeah, I didn't blame him for that either. Paul was a dick licker.
Yeah, he looked like a dick licker. What'd you think of that that big Mexican guy he was hunting down? You remember that big gangster dude he was hunting down, and like he broke out of his tape when he put him on the table?
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember his name.
I can't either.
It was like Little Chico or something.
Yeah.
Little Chino.
Something like that.
Yeah, and dude was fucking gigantic, wasn't he?
Yeah.
We actually saw him on Brooklyn Nine-Nine the other day.
Was he on there?
Yeah, like he was Terry Crews, Andy Samberg, and the other dude were going undercover in this gym because they were selling like steroids.
Oh, yeah.
And he was the guy that they were undercover they going after.
I remember that now.
Yeah.
He was huge there too.
Yeah, still big guy. He didn't lose a lot of those. I thought that was cool, and I loved the hunt after him. It's a cool little side story. Dexter goes after him this one.
Yeah.
And I thought the guy who played Lundy was a great actor. I've seen him. He's also in Fargo season 1. He plays the girl cop's dad who owns the diner. And if you ever played Hitman Absolution, he's like the main bad guy.
Oh, I've never
He plays it's really kind of cool because he has like this weird Texan accent.
Yeah.
He plays like this Texan tycoon or something you're going after. Alright, now let's talk about the Lila storyline. What you think of this?
I hated that.
You hated it?
Like, right from the bat, I knew that she was not good news.
I thought she was dumb. If she wouldn't have been an attention whore, he probably would have kept her and like stayed with her, but like she was like making shit up for Dexter's attention, and Dexter's like, oh, Dexter's smart. He caught on to that bullshit quick.
Yeah.
Like, no, fuck you. I know what you're up to.
Yeah. She almost ruined his relationship and everything with Rita. I was like, oh my god. I thought they were done after Dexter had sex with Lila. I was like, oh my god, him and Rita aren't gonna be a thing anymore. And I was really sad.
Was it?
Yeah, because I feel like they're like perfect for each other in a weird way.
Yeah.
But
do you ever think he explained to her later the whole scenario?
I doubt it.
Okay.
Because he would have had to explain him murdering people.
Okay, I didn't mean that. I mean like him explaining that they didn't have sex until after they broke up.
You'd think he would. You know. Because, like, he was very vague when he first answered. He was like, not that night.
Yeah.
And then that makes it seem like, oh, it was like the next night or something, you know?
Yeah, he did a really shit job explaining himself.
Yeah.
Real shit job.
Yeah. I feel like he could have explained it a little better.
I think he was just, like, kind of done with the fucking questioning all the time.
Yeah.
I think at that point he was kind of like wanting to lean towards more of Lila's way. And then, like, you know, she started her bullshit some more, and he's like, okay, no, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
Then she tried to frame Angel, and luckily that didn't go her way. Was you glad when she got killed off?
Yes, I was ecstatic. I don't know, it felt like really good revenge that he finally got to kill her.
Yeah.
There at the end.
Well, I was glad she died too.
Yeah.
I liked the my favorite part. Not my favorite part. One of my favorite parts in this season was the Dokes and Dexter trying to like one up each other. Like every time Dexter was a step ahead of Dokes.
Yeah.
Like almost seemed like a spy versus spy cartoon. If you ever watched Mad TV, they have those like a white spy and a black spy. It's almost like Tom and Jerry, kind of.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. And I thought I really liked that of this season. And I
feel like the only good part that Dokes had was when he was like, surprise, motherfucker!
that'd be a good text tone.
Yeah. It'd be really funny.
Any last thoughts on season 2?
I don't think so.
What'd you think of did you see the way season 2 ended? Did you see that coming at all? Dokes getting the blame for the Bay Harbor Butcher stuff?
I kind of figured that Dexter would find a way out of it like that.
Yeah.
Throw it on someone he doesn't like.
Yeah. I was honestly didn't see how that shit was going to end. Like honestly watching it live, I was like, how is this going to end? And it was awesome to watch, and I loved every second of it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's jump into season 3 this time. What'd you think of this season?
The season was pretty good.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Where do you think it ranks with the other two?
I don't know. It's up there with them.
Yeah. Alright, well,
I feel like it's tied with season 2 for me.
Okay, so about the same for you?
Yeah.
The one thing I didn't like about the season, he's pissed at his dad the whole season.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, be buddies with your ghost dad. You don't need to be mad at him. But I like at the end he finally like come to terms with it and like kind of forgave him at the end of the season.
Yeah. I got really excited when Rita got pregnant.
Really?
Yeah.
Baby Dexter.
Yeah. And at first Dexter, like, he made me mad when he was just like, this kid thing is not gonna work. But then eventually he warmed up to the idea and he was like, I'm gonna be a dad. And I was like, oh.
What'd you think of Miguel?
I didn't like him.
You didn't like him?
No.
I really like Miguel. Not like as a person, but as a character, he is like a very fascinating character to me.
He's like Dexter's clone, except sloppy and more douchey. Like, that's a perfect way to describe him. You know what I mean? Like,
he is very self-servant.
mm-hmm.
He loves himself, and he's always making himself look good.
Yeah.
Which got him to be, the DA.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I just really liked him, and he even he was so good even for Dexter. I really think they were real friends for a while.
Yeah, they felt like real friends.
Like, I feel like they were real friends that just butted heads, and it got so bad that they went at each other's throats for real. I feel like the friendship wasn't a lie, but like they couldn't coexist for long with their personalities.
Yeah, they're like two alphas.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I liked Miguel at first, and then after he went psycho, I was like, no.
Yeah.
I don't like you anymore.
So in this season, I replaced Stokes with Quinn. What do you think of Quinn? He's like that New York cop kind of guy.
The one that was fighting with Deb?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was meh.
I don't really care for him.
I don't either.
I don't know, Dokes is so much cooler, I think. I like Dokes so much better than him.
I do too, and I hate Dokes.
Yeah. Dokes is a better character.
Yeah. The thing is with, what did you say his name was? Quinn?
Yeah.
I don't even know his fucking name. He, was, kind of slimy, it felt like, you know? He didn't have that one black guy, I forget his name. He didn't have him registered as a informant. Anton, yes. Yeah. He didn't have him, in the system at all. And he was just, playing on his, want to be free or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
He was like, oh, if you just do this, we'll let you go. And, never made good on it. And he didn't even have to do any of that because he wasn't in the paperwork.
Yeah.
I thought that was really shitty.
Yeah. His point of view is look, he's not in the thing. He's not in trouble, but at the same time he lied to him. Yeah. And it almost cost him his life too.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Anton?
I liked Anton.
You like Anton?
Yeah. I thought that him and Deb were kind of cute together.
Oh yeah. I really like Anton. I don't like the fact that he's doing drugs and stuff, but that's just my personal feelings. But
yeah. Well, it was just marijuana, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I don't like drugs. Drugs are bad.
But marijuana isn't really a drug.
It's a drug. It's illegal currently.
Not in all states. Anyway, so it made me extremely happy when Dexter proposed.
Did it?
Oh my god. That's all I want in life. I was so happy for Rita. She's crying. I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. I really liked that aspect of this season.
What did you like? Did you like the wedding?
Yeah. It was so cute. And romantic.
Well, what you think of the Skinner?
I didn't like him.
You didn't like him? You didn't like him as a character? You didn't like him as he's killing people?
Either one.
You thought he's kind of lame?
Yeah.
I thought out of all 3 seasons, he was the lamest bad guy. Even though technically season 2 Dexter's the bad guy.
Yeah.
I still think he was kind of a lame bad guy. Dexter really didn't have a lot of interaction with him until he got kidnapped by him.
Yeah.
And I guess in a way Miguel's the main bad guy, but he killed Miguel off way before he fought the Skinner.
Yeah. But I'd just like to point out, since you just mentioned him being kidnapped by the Skinner, that the way that he escaped was like brutal.
Oh, when he like tilted the table over
Oh
to
my
break his hand.
god, I almost threw up.
He's like, well, he was talking about on inner dialogue. He goes, you know, a wolf's willing to chew his own paw off to get out of a trap.
And then he was like, fuck my hand. I didn't see it coming.
Well,
even with him saying that.
He knew. It was like, if I don't do it, I'm dead.
I know,
That's fucking survival shit.
I know, but I almost threw up. It was horrifying to me. Because, like, I have this weird thing with my fingers and my toes. Like any kind of torture that messes with fingers and toes, I cringe so hard. Like,
well, that's good. Anytime I need to get information out of you, I torture you that way. Watch this. If you don't tell me everything, I will break my hand. And I will make you watch it.
oh.
What'd you think of the Skinner's methods?
I thought it was just gross.
Gross?
Yeah. Just taking people's skin off little bit by little bit. Ugh.
I thought that was kind of cool, but like, what the fuck did that guy? What was his name? The guy they were hunting the whole the season, that drug dealer, Mebo. That whole season they're hunting that drug dealer, and then I don't know why he was after him so much. Like, what the fuck did he do? They just wanted to kill like 50 people for him.
Maybe he owed him money.
How much money?
I don't know.
It's a lot of money. A lot of killing over a little bit of money.
Yeah, I wish I remember his name now. Yeah, I don't know why he was after him so bad. It's kind of weird.
What'd you think of Dexter snapping the Skinner's neck and then tossing him over the thing where it looked like a cop car? Kind of hit him a little bit.
I don't remember this part.
Like, when, okay, so what'd you think of when Dexter and Skinner was fighting? Dexter snapped his neck, tossed him over the railing, and hit the ground, and the cop car hit him, skinned his face off.
Oh, yeah, I do remember this. Yeah, that was pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you excited about the future seasons?
Yes.
Alright.
I was actually thinking about this show the other day, because we haven't watched it in a while. I was like, why'd we stop watching that?
Alright.
I was like, I kind of want to go back to it.
Well, maybe we'll soon. Doing more seasons on here. And sorry, we're supposed to be doing one episode a week, but we just did 3 seasons. I wanted to rapid fire Dexter so we get all caught up. And then that's this week's horror on the small screen.
If it's on Showtime, is it still the small screen?
Don't ruin it. You're ruining it. Oh, I totally forgot. Edgar's here, Igor's cousin. He's been sleeping in my basement for the last week.
You don't even have a basement. I've been curled up on this chair in the corner. Can I please take a shower? My balls can smell me. That's how bad I smell.
You've asked me this every day, and I've said yes.
Oh, what? Nah.
I think you're just looking at excuses not to shower.
Calling bullshit on that.
I think you assumed I was going to say no.
I was really hoping you would say yes and let me shower.
I said you could. You're making me look bad on my own podcast. I think that's what you're doing.
Why would I do that?
You did. I heard your cousin did that to Frankenstein's monster.
No, because Frankenstein was the dick, not my cousin.
Okay. Alright, so you got more facts for us about Dr. Frankenstein?
I don't have any facts. I don't know why you keep asking.
I said
but
facts.
I do know some things
Facts.
about this Dr. Frankenstein.
Well, give us your info. I want to stop saying facts.
You should. It's very, very disrespectful to a lot of people.
Alright, bro, what you got? What info do you have on this guy?
Okay, so let's see. What stories? What do you want? What do you want?
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you some questions about him, and you give me some answers.
Okay,
Alright.
that works.
Alright, Dr. Frankenstein. What is something that would surprise me about the guy?
Oh my God! Did I mention he is a huge Johnson?
I think he did.
Oh.
How often have you seen it?
Sometimes he needs to bathe, but he's like, Edgar. Tell your cousin Igor to get in here and scrub my balls.
Whoa, he just like, I'll have my henchman scrub my balls. Is that what he does?
I mean, you got henchmen, why not have them scrub your balls? Would you not have your henchmen scrub your balls?
I'm honestly debating that in my head.
He has nothing to be ashamed of. That's probably why he's like, hey, you tiny dick, come here, scrub my balls. You want to see what a real man looks like. That's what I bet what goes through his head anyway.
Alright. Next question. What angers you the most about the Doctor?
What angers me the most about the Doctor? You know, this is also, it kind of ties in with the surprise thing. Did you know? And this is what angers me the most. Everyone calls him Dr. Frankenstein, but he doesn't have a PhD.
He's just a crazy scientist, right?
He's just a crazy fucking scientist. What the fuck? He's not a doctor.
Well, neither's Dr. Phil.
Oh shit. Touché.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's like we call him Dr. Frankenstein, when really we should be calling this man, you crazy fucked up weirdo Frankenstein.
Yeah.
You fucking dead body part collecting asshole, Dr. Frankenstein. You fucking big dick piece of shit wanna go around and make babies that aren't actual babies. They're fucking zombified creatures, Frankenstein.
Okay. Alright, next question. Dr. Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, and Monster of Frankenstein. Fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Okay, fuck one, marry one, kill. What were my options again? I know that I can fuck and marry and kill, but what were people?
Dr. Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankenstein.
Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein's monster.
The Bride of Frankenstein.
The Bride of Frankenstein. Well, I'm obviously killing the monster, right?
Yeah.
So I have to marry one, and then I got to fuck the other. I'm going to marry the Bride of Frankenstein, because I know the word you like to throw around a lot that is very insensitive.
A fact.
Fact. It's with a C and a T.
That's what I've been saying.
Okay, sure. You basher, that's what you are.
Okay.
And I guess, I'd fuck the Dr. Frankenstein. Oh no. Fucking him.
It sounds like he's something you might enjoy.
No, I would not enjoy it. I mean,
No?
I wouldn't enjoy it.
Are you sure?
It'd be awkward to have him inside me like that.
Okay. I figured that's something you would fantasize about.
No, that's gay.
Oh, well, don't pull that around. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with saying gay?
Okay.
Everybody's gay. You're gay. She's gay. Those two kitty cats fucking on your couch over there, they're gay.
It's not happening.
They're not fucking, they're playing, whatever. They're gay.
Okay. Everybody's gay. Alright. Well, we'll talk to you later, alright?
Good. Get the picture of his balls in my butthole out of your mind.
It's been out.
Okay. It's really good for the back. It's therapeutic. It will straighten your back up.
Okay.
Get the hunch out of your back. Or put the hunch in your back, It's pretty gay. Wouldn't be into it.
And now, it is time for our final segment. The motion picture time. Is there a name for this segment?
I don't know.
Movie reviews! No, that's already been done. It's time for us to dissect today's movie. No?
No, that one was good.
Okay, cool. Alright, today's movie is Bride of Frankenstein, God damn it. Part 2 of the Birth of a Monster chapter. This time we're talking about the Bride of Frankenstein. What's your thoughts on just the character?
I really like the character.
Yeah.
I think it's a really interesting
Concept?
yeah.
But before we dig into the movie, let me give you some facts about the movie. And now here are some facts of the Bride of Frankenstein. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright. James Whale, the director of the flick, was so set on having O.P. Heggie, I'm pretty sure I butchered that name, O.P. Heggie, to play the blind hermit that he shut down production for almost a month so he could finish filming the movie RKO. Which I don't think Randy Orton was wrestling back then because I don't think he was born. So, I don't know what the movie is about, but he was doing that movie. Fact.
You wanted him as who?
He was the blind hermit in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
he was so dead set on having him be in it, he waited a month. That's power right there.
Yeah.
Alright, fact number 2. One of the movie's scriptwriters came up with an idea to end the movie by having Dr. Frankenstein and his wife joining a circus and the monster finding them, but only to be eaten by lions. What a horrible ending that would have been. Yeah. Why would rich people go, oh, let's join the circus? Makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, that makes no sense at all.
I'm glad they went with the way they did. Number 3. Dr. Pretorius, is that his name?
How do you spell it?
Pretorius.
I think it was Pretorius.
Okay. Fact number 3. Dr. Pretorius, miniature mermaid, was played by Josephine McKim, Olympic gold medalist who won 2 gold medals for swimming. What a weird Easter egg that was.
Yeah. It's kind of funny though.
Yeah. Alright, number 4. The little girl who drowned in the first movie made a cameo as a woman leading a group of kids away. Run, kids! None of you can swim in this world. Run!
She made a cameo as an adult?
Yeah, as an older woman. Maybe a teenage girl.
How many years are between these 2 movies? Because she was 7 in the first one.
This came out in 1935. So there's probably a 4-year gap. But they could have filmed Frankenstein 1930 because sometimes they usually film a movie a year and the time it takes to edit it, it come out the next year. But so it could be a 5 or 6 year gap, and she could have been 9, and she's about 15 maybe here. I didn't say she's an adult. She's an older.
Oh, okay.
She could be a teenager doing it.
Alright, I was really confused.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah. I saw her in the movie. I didn't think anything about it until I saw it because I got these facts after. Alright, number 5. The bride's hairdo was supported by a wire cage. They actually had to get a wire cage to set it up the way it was.
That's weird.
I think that hurt.
It probably.
Because in my head, it just feels like sharp metal stabbing you in the head constantly.
That's probably what it was. I'd imagine. She did have some crazy hair. I loved her costume, though. They did really good on her character design.
Yeah. I like how he is fucking hideous looking and she's still kind of hot.
Yeah.
Alright, number 6. The movie was banned in Trinidad, Hungary, and Palestine.
Why?
They're pussies. I don't know.
It didn't give you a reason?
I mean, it's a horror flick. I guess they're like, it's too... Maybe it's some religious shit. Like, that's not God.
Maybe.
That's the only thing I can think of. Or like, it was too freaky for them. There were some interesting facts about the movie. Now let's dig in. Eat the flesh of this movie. Devour it. And then rate it. Alright. The Bride of Frankenstein, 1935. What'd you think of the flick?
It was okay.
It was okay?
Yeah.
Well, how'd you like it compared to the first one?
I didn't like it nearly as much.
No.
Although I really did like the bride, like
All 3 minutes of her screen time?
yeah.
All 3 minutes.
I wish more of the movie was about her, since the movie's called The Bride of Frankenstein.
Jumping back to last episode when we did Johnny Bravo, there's a ton more references, I understand now, of the Bride of Frankenstein. Like, she was running from the whole time. It's like, he pretty much just watched the first two and then made a parody of it. Because, like, in this movie, she just ran away from him, too, and everybody blew up.
Yeah, he was pissed off because she was just as afraid of him as everyone else was, and he was like, "We belong dead," and exploded the place. Along with that, Dr. Periphelis, whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah. Then there's like a lot of overreacting in this movie. Especially that one lady who worked for Dr. Frankenstein. And she's at like the burning, and she was flipping shit all the time.
She ruined the fucking movie for me. Yeah, I hated it.
There's only one part of the movie that ruined it for me a little bit, and it wasn't her, but I would have kicked that bitch in my castle. I don't know. She did help when the Dr. Frankenstein's wife got kidnapped. She did help though with that mouth of hers. That did save the day. She's kind of like a watchdog.
Yeah, but like the rest of the movie, all she did was like squawk.
Help me! Help me!
Yeah.
The monster's alive!
Like, fuck, shut up.
There was a scene in the beginning of the movie, and like these owls were like watching the murderers, and like the owls just looking at them like, yeah, I've seen better. Like,
Yeah.
I was like just sitting there like, okay, cool. That ain't shit. Alright. I like how in the very beginning, like, I like that, like in the very beginning of the movie, they find Dr. Frankenstein's body after, hitting the windmill thing at the end of the first one. Everybody's like, he's dead, he's dead. They go tell his wife he's dead. Sit him on a table. They're getting ready for the funeral or wherever. Or they're about to talk. They're getting ready to make preparations for it. And then, like, all of a sudden he wakes up. Who's the uncle? Nobody knew how to check a fucking pulse.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of bullshit that he survived that anyway, because he fell from so high up.
Yeah.
And he hit the windmill on the way down.
And that little girl...
ragdolled.
Little girl fell like 3 inches in water in the first one and just died.
Yeah, like some of these movies don't make sense at all.
He's man tough. I don't know. Frankenstein's monster killed a bunch of guys like with ease. Maybe he's just like super strong. Maybe he's like the Batman of 1931.
Maybe, but I still don't think he should have survived that fall. It makes no sense to me at all.
Alright, and again, Rotten Tomatoes gave this 100. I just like to point out that they're dick riding again.
Yeah.
This was not a fucking 100. I gave Frankenstein 1931 8 screams out of 10. I'll tell you right now, this one didn't get even that. Alright?
Yeah.
It was good. I still liked it. Dr. What's the motherfucker's name? That evil doctor?
Pretorius.
Yes, okay.
Dr. Pretorius.
So, pretty sure Dr. Pretorius is gay. Well, like, the very time, like the very beginning, he's in the room with Dr. Frankenstein and his wife, and his wife's talking about something, and he just like chucks his fucking nose up in the air, like, "You stanky bitch! I don't talk to women." And
That's how men were back then, though. I'd like to point out that Dr. Pretorius's miniature people,
yeah,
like, redeemed the movie for me almost.
really,
I love
that's
that.
the scene I hated the most.
Really?
Yes,
I thought it was so cool that they achieved that back then.
like it would have been cool if that was his own separate movie, but I just didn't like it in this world. I'm like, no, I don't like it in this world. I like, you know what I mean? Like, if he can create people, it would make Dr. Frankenstein look kind of obsolete.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because all he'd have to do is, like, make them, like, if he just did what he did to make them, but, you know, do it in a bigger size.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Frankenstein's thing was he's trying to reanimate, like, loved ones
Yeah.
and stuff, bring them back, you know.
Okay.
Like, they're looking at it from different sides of the issue.
Yeah, and he's actually making people.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a cool scene. However, I would have preferred that to be its own thing. I just didn't like it in this world. I was like, this is too scientific. Which in the Frankenstein thing, I don't know, some reason I could see that in the realm of possibility, and the other one I can't.
Yeah.
That's why I think that's what killed it for me. Like, you love this scene. For me, that's why it got a low score for me on this one. That's the one thing that kind of knocked it down. And I was like, if it was in a different movie, though, it wouldn't have bothered.
Okay. I disagree, but different opinions and stuff.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of funny, like, at one point, Dr. Fuckface, that's what I'm going to call him, because I'm tired of saying his fucking name. Pretorius. So, like, Dr. Pretorius is like, hey, let's create a mate for Frankenstein. You know, let's create him a female. And I was like, wait, you only know his sex preference, dude. What if he's gay? Like...
Well, like I told you...
Frankenstein don't like women. Frankenstein likes dick. Right there in the butt.
Back in that time period, you couldn't be openly gay, so they couldn't just be like, do you want your mate to be male or female? Like, that wouldn't have flown back then. That was a big no-no.
I don't know why. In my head, I saw Dr. Pretorius, like, later on going to Dr. Frankenstein's like, alright, now make me one and make it a hermaphrodite.
I didn't like how, let me find my words here. Okay, so in this one, Dr. Pretorius was the one that suggested making a mate.
Yeah.
And I don't like that aspect.
You like the Frankenstein's monster wants one, not...
Yeah. Like the other one that we're about to watch.
Yeah.
He comes to Frankenstein and he said, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but he said, I want a mate so I'm not alone.
Yeah.
And I like that idea better than...
Spoiler alert, this came out like 50, 60 years before that movie.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, I wish
they had time to perfect the story.
Mary Shelley, I'm pretty sure in her story, the monster asks Frankenstein for a mate. So I feel like they should have stuck with the source material.
Alright. Now, we get to this part of the movie with Frankenstein. He meets this blind hermit dude. And the blind guy, and he's like watching the hermit from a window, and the hermit hears him, and he goes out, and he goes, hey, who's there? Who's there? 5 seconds later, he goes back inside, goes, it's nothing. Goes back to his fiddle. I was like, the fuck? Is this the inspiration for the Skyrim AI? Or like,
must have been.
People from Skyrim's like, hey, that's how our people are gonna be. Blind hermits.
Oh my god, that's great. It did give me Skyrim vibes.
Yeah. And I figured out why the blind guy doesn't have any friends, because he was like, I have no friends. He was so fucking needy. Like, at one point he goes, now you eat, now you sleep, now you awake. Like, fuck, dude.
That's not necessarily needy. I think that's more controlling is the word you're looking for.
Then he's like making him smoke. So you need to teach Frankenstein heroin, see how that goes.
Peer pressure. Let's peer pressure the monster to smoke.
At one point, Frankenstein automatically knew what the word wife was, too.
Yeah, that was weird.
Well, I just thought maybe like the blind guy and Frankenstein's monster was like role playing. The blind guy says, I'm the wife, you're the man, now do what needs to be done. And like some weird ass role playing shit.
I'm pretty sure that's not what happened.
We don't know. We don't know how long he was up there. It could have been like months to years.
It was probably a couple days, babe.
Hey, a couple days, sometimes all it takes.
God. What is your obsession with gay sex in this movie?
We don't know his preference.
He's probably straight.
I just thought about this, right? So, he's building people out of dead corpses. Does he, like, choose between different wieners? Like, which one he wants on his body?
No, I don't think so. I think he would just pick a torso and stick with whatever penis it has.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then just, like, attach the legs and attach the arms and the head.
You could have just, like, Mr. Potato Headed penis on there, too.
God, I doubt it.
Alright.
That would be really hard to put on, you know? Because you've got to connect all the nerves and the tubes and all the inner workings.
Same thing goes. He built a woman, too, now. So, same thing?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably just grabbed a whole torso.
Smoke good. Butthole good, yeah.
You're disgusting.
Well, they blackmailed Dr. Frankenstein into building Frankenstein's monster a mate, which is called the Bride of Frankenstein. So they're automatically assuming they're married without her permission, but okay. And the second she comes alive and sees Frankenstein's monster, she is appalled by him. But he is needy too. Like, you know, I would scream too. So, and she looked pretty good looking, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's like, damn, you really tried hard on her, and he just didn't give a fuck for the first one. Like, yeah, fuck, get the green guy.
Yeah, she was like gorgeous, but she's like an iconic, you know, movie monster. I think.
Well, she wasn't iconic when it came out.
She is now, though.
Well, yeah, but they didn't know.
I think that her character design was just gorgeous.
Yeah. And I thought it was weird, like, in the opening credits, she was filed under question mark. Kind of like how Frankenstein Monster was in the first one. The closing credits, they named him Boris Karloff. And this one, on the closing credits, she also got a second question mark.
Yeah.
So they're like, no, fuck her.
Yeah,
She
that
don't.
really pissed me off.
Yeah.
Even worse than the first one.
Yeah.
Because at least they named him on the secondary credits.
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. But I learned she played another character in the movie. I think she might have been I can't remember exactly, but I know she played another character in the movie. I'm thinking she might have been the girl who got strangled to death.
Oh.
Maybe. It could have been someone else. I'm not sure, but I think that might have been who it was. Alright, anyway. So, what are you going to rate this movie? I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 screams.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Because that one screaming bitch,
Yeah.
she fucking killed the movie for me. They didn't have enough time on Frankenstein's Bride,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
And there's just like little nitpicky things. Like the acting was awful. It was even worse than the first one. You know, there was just lots wrong with
Some of
this
the
movie.
acting I thought wasn't bad.
Yeah, some was okay, but a lot of it was just like, ugh.
Let's go ahead and talk about the ending. Spoiler alert on a movie that's almost 100 years old. So, at the end, Bride of Frankenstein flips shit and, like, you know, holy shit, this guy's ugly as fuck, and they want me to fuck this dude. I'm just gonna hiss and run away, you know. What I would do, too, if they're like, hey, this is your new husband. But, you know, that's what I'm doing. So Frankenstein's monster is like, you know, fuck y'all, I'm gonna blow us all up. And but he let Dr. Frankenstein and his wife go, but Dr. Pretorius had to stay and die with him. He's like, you go live, you die. And Pretorius is like, okay. He just stood there, like, knowing they're all gonna blow up. And then, so luckily, Dr. Frankenstein and his wife got to run away and live.
Yeah.
Little Easter egg fact, right? In the original cut, he killed Dr. Frankenstein too. And it's like, you know, fuck y'all, he just didn't give him time of day. He's like, you're gonna die too. And nobody liked the ending. Everybody's like, no, fuck this. And so they're like, alright, let's let him live. So, but if you go back and watch the ending of the movie, right before he blows up, you could see Dr. Frankenstein cowering in the corner somewhere. So there's a little, they didn't go back and fix it. Just a little Easter egg for you horror buffs out there. So, you're giving it a 6?
5. You
Okay,
gave it a 6.
I gave it a 6. That's right.
Why did he specifically want to kill Dr. Pretorius? Was it because he convinced him that he needed a mate?
I think he knew. I don't think he liked him. I think he only teamed up with him because he wanted a mate, and he was doing what it took to get with. I think he was smart enough to know he was using him, even though it was benefiting him. He was using him, and like I think he didn't like the fact that they kidnapped dude's wife. I think he could sense the bad in him. He just they were using each other. And I think he might have, he knew Dr. Frankenstein was a good guy. Kind of, I don't know. He just did.
Okay.
Plot convenience.
Yeah.
But maybe he could just sense, like, the evilness in him.
Okay.
That's one thing I think. Okay, so the reason I'm giving a 6 was the fucking pod people, the little mini people in the bottles.
That's so cool.
That for me, that fucked it up. I'm like, no, it took it out of my fantasy, my realm thing, and I didn't like it. It almost got a 7, honestly. That's what dropped it down. It just wasn't as good as the first one. I wish there's a lot more Bride of Frankenstein. You got 3 minutes worth, maybe 3 minutes worth of screen time, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Alright, we're back with Edgar. Right? That's your name? Not Igor?
Igor is my cousin.
Yes.
I'm Edgar.
Alright. So, what'd you think of the Bride of Frankenstein?
The Bride of Frankenstein. Big fucking tits.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird. How did they find the right chest proportion? Like, you know, one tit's from one girl and the other tit's from another girl?
Yeah.
Makes no fucking sense. She takes that shirt off, she's got one black titty, one white titty.
Sounds kind of awesome. I feel like me and you both are gonna look that up later, but but anyway.
It's like milk, chocolate milk. They
Chocolate.
both taste sour.
Chocolate and vanilla swirl.
Ooh. And then while you're rubbing the boobies around, one pops off, and you're like, "Oh, that's gross."
Oh.
Because she is dead,
Yeah.
sort of not living.
Undead.
I don't really
Undead.
know how that works.
Okay.
You'd think she was retarded because all the brain cells would just coagulate and turn into jelly or something. I don't know.
Alright, man.
I read a lot of science books about sciencey stuff.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll talk to you next week when we come back to our podcast. Are you excited about that?
Excited about the shower we've been talking about.
I told you you could shower.
You got to show me how it works. I am from fucking wherever the hell, Transylvania.
You don't even know where the fuck you're from?
I don't remember where.
You just go where you're told, right?
Yes, I go where I'm told.
Alright.
He says, you poop there, I poop there. Like a doggy.
Do you enjoy being like a little doggy?
Depends. Sometimes there's treats.
Okay.
I like treats.
What kind of treats you like?
I like a dag. The
Just-
ones with the little bone. They're shaped like the little bones.
Uh-huh.
And they don't totally taste like ass like all the other treats.
Okay.
And then I like the bacon treats, the little bacon treats. The what they call the bacon.
Bacon strips?
Bacon strips. Those are delicious.
Alright, man. Well, we'll catch you next week, alright?
I wonder what real bacon tastes like.
Well, that's going to wrap it up this week at Fears R Us. If you want to contact us, you can contact us at twoguysinthedark@gmail.com. We also got a Facebook page, Instagram, Spotify, Twitter, SoundCloud. You can follow me on Instagram at CaptainCool69. You can follow Mary on Instagram at
Faded period rainbow at 134. So, okay, hold on. Faded dot rainbow 134.
Cool. So nice you gotta say it twice.
No, you can take one out.
I want to leave them in. So
No.
So we're gonna come back, part 3, Birth of a Monster, and it's gonna be rad as fuck. You excited?
Yeah.
I'm excited. Any last words?
No. Bye-bye.
Great podcasting. 100% gold. No, I have nothing to say to these fuckers. Nothing. I don't want to talk to them.